So one of the biggest challenges that I'm facing at the moment. So yesterday I was with solicitors to sign on completion on 2 blocks. So I'm buying 2 blocks, one with 8, one with 9. So that's 17 flats. Now the challenge that I'm getting here is as follows. So they happen to be with the same lender. So the first one is 685,000, the other one is 566,000. So round up is around 1.2 million pound worth of a purchase price. The lenders will lend based on below market value purchase that I've got them at, as well as the surveyor's report that says the 685 is already worth 850, which will be worth about £1 million after we've kind of carved it out. Then the 566 is going to be worth around 750, 800, which is then going to be on entry, I should say, as well. Then going to be around 900 on exit after the GDV and the refurb's done. So there's plenty of uplift that's going to come up. They don't have a problem with that. So usually, you would normally put 25% deposit, but because, as I explain, when people come and learn with me, I explain we try to buy always below market value, and we try to make money on the way in. So meaning that we're buying discounted property straight away. So in this context, I'm gonna pick one. So the 685,000 is going to be at the end after all the works are done. 1 million to 1.1 million in that kind of over 8 flats. So and then on entry is something like 850, 900. So they are already lending 75% of the price that it's worth on entry when it's broken up. So I'm getting somewhere around £600,000 worth of lending. So only £80,000 of deposit, which is fantastic, which is why people, when they come and learn and do the one-to-one coaching with me, we plug you into the ecosystem of getting these kind of deals, as well as getting these type of finance deals that you can actually basically end up buying £685,000 worth of property for 80 grand. So that's not the problem. Got those. And the challenge what I'm finding with this specific bridge at the moment is, and it's again, it's not unsurmountable, but you've got to know also sometimes this happens. So because it's the same bridger, they now want to see, of course, a deposit, which is 80 grand on one and 120,000 on the other. So which is fine, I've sent that. But now they're saying, okay, well, how much is the cost of works? The cost of works on one of the flats, 150,000 as predicted by the surveyor, which, believe me, it's not going to be, because it's going to be a lot less. My cost of entry of development is a lot less, as yours would be once we start to kind of teach you how to do that. But nonetheless, we have to show £150,000 worth of development cost money in liquid cash, as well as the other ones. I think it's 100,000. So not only do I have to now show the deposit, the stamp duty, the legal cost to purchase both blocks, as well as I have to show another extra £250,000 of money to show that I've got the cash there to be able to develop it, because otherwise they won't allow you to well, they won't lend you, because they'll say you'll run out of money and you won't be able to do it. I get the sense, I get the reason, and also because I'm not taking any development money on this one with bridges. Normally, if I needed it, I'll just get the development money, and then as long as they can see that the money's there, obviously from themselves, they will give it in tranche, in sections. Once you've done the work, you then get paid. You then move on to the next bit, you get paid again. Once the work's been done, a surveyor will then come and monitor the works, which I'm not doing. And I think this is where the challenge has happened. So I've had to now find another £250,000 in liquid cash to show them that this is where the money's going to come from for the development. Then the third kicker was is this, and actually we didn't anticipate this, is because normally when you've got background income, either properties or salaries, we can get some bridges to let you service the debt. Because remember, when I'm teaching and I'm buying myself, I'm buying income. I'm buying blocks of flats that are already income producing right now. So we're using one specific example, we're using the 685,000 8 flats right now is earning about £4,000 a month. Not the highest. It's obviously by the time we finish with it, we will get a higher rent. But at £4,000, the bridging finance is £5,006 or something in that region. So there's a deficit of around £1,000 a month. So what they've asked also is actually, not only do I need to show deposit 147,000, including the stamp duty on that one, £150,000 worth of work, as well as the difference between the retained, so the serviced interest, and what the deficit is, which is basically on on that one is £1,006. So they want us to then show them that we've got 12 months of that deficit of £1,000 a month, which is 12 grand. So in total, to summarize this video, it is easy. It is not it's complex though, because you need to work out all the different variables. And this is what when people coach with me and they're like, oh, thank God we're doing this one-to-one with you for the and I'll coach for a whole year, or at least until you finish your first project. So you can see why the complexity, not just about what to buy, where to buy, what the blocks needs to have, how much to pay for, how you deal assess them. And we've got this brand new shiny proprietary Quiddity property education deal calculator for blocks of flats when people come and do the one-to-one, or you can buy it separately as an entity as well. So if you're interested in it, by the way, send me a DM and just put deal calculator with your email, and we'll send you the link for you to get access to this. So to summarize and finish this video is, when you are buying blocks of flats, you've got to make sure that below market value is what you aim for, because then you are able to, on entry, get a higher lending proportion to what you're paying. In my case, I'm only putting something like 100 grand on a £685,000 property. Then you've got to know that you can deal a system so that you are actually getting a discount on entry. The second thing you need to really understand is that there are 9 variables that I teach about these blocks of flat that they have to have. If you miss one of them, you're going to get stuck with your refinance, your title split, or even your financing on entry as well, because you've got to make sure that these 9 variables are absolutely met. And again, as part of the course on week 3, we talk about those 9 variables what you need to go and see when you're on site visit. So bridging is great. Bridging is really it's one of those kind of important aspect of property development and investment that we can tap into, because you're leveraging on entry much more than what you would have done with a normal NatWest mortgage, because they will ask you for 25% deposit and they won't lend you on things that are problematic, if you like. Here they will lend you on entry, based on the income as well as the uplift in the future as well. So my name is Azid. I've been talking about the properties for the last 25 years. I've been investing for the last 25 years, and one of the things that I keep seeing lots of people come to me almost second hand. They're like, oh yeah, I paid this guy online, and he wasn't turned out to be very good at all. So my my thing is about people pay for mentors. Check, for God's sake, do they have the things that they say they have? Have they got the experience? They can have a few buildings, but how long have they done this for? Have they gone through a lot of the experience curve, so that when you are going to hit a problem, you're going to be relying on somebody who's got 2 years, but he's got a couple of blocks, but he's got 2 years of experience. And actually, or worst of all, they've actually been trained by somebody like me already, and they are now selling their own course, which is what I see quite a bit now. And sometimes you just it is buyer beware. You've got to do your own due diligence. If you're willing to spend thousands of pounds to go and learn from somebody, make sure it's the right person. And how do you do that? Go to company's house, check that person and their company actually has got at least millions in there in terms of asset, because really, why are you following and paying somebody who's got a few? 1, 2, you've got to ask, how long have you been doing this? Have you got this kind of network around you, and are you proven? Can you speak to some of the mentees that have actually gone before you? Last 2 weeks ago, I put on an event for 50 odd people that have actually done the course and actually been successful, and some people who are wanting to come and do the course as well. So just do all of your due diligence before you start to spend your money, because that's where the critical factor is. Otherwise, picking the wrong people, the wrong blocks, the wrong financial products gets you to hot waters. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.